Hello everyone, this is Anna from Lexingby Journals. I hope everybody's well today. As I promised, I am back with a new journal before the end of the week. We're in the middle of the week, so there we are. I hope the light is okay. It's pretty dark here and this is a light room, but unfortunately, we're near the window, but unfortunately it's quite dark today. So I hope you get the full benefit of the video. You can see it well. This journal is about chivalry and the medieval times, and you know how fond of I am of this topic. And I thought, why don't I move on to something? Not move on, but also incorporate in all these different journals that I make about knighthood and chivalry, also something different rather than just the Arthurian story. So this is this is a journal about an epic poem, which is in three parts, and it is Orlando, the main title of it, Orlando, and then it changes as it is in three parts. The title is altered, and the first one is Orlando Innamorato, the second one is Orlando Furioso, and the final one is El fin del innamoramento de Orlando, which is really the end of the whole story. The first two parts were written by the same person, Pietro Giovanni di San Lorenzo in Reggio, and it was written around 1482, 1483, and the third poem was written in 1495 in Venice by Simone Bevilacqua. So the story goes on as follows. The main idea is that a knight Orlando falls in love with a beautiful pagan princess Angelica, which is brought into court in Charlemagne's court, if I'm not mistaken. And there is some kind of a promise. She promises herself to whoever would kill her brother Argalia. So the brother is killed, and by a knight, Ferraguto, and Angelica flees. She flees from obviously her promise, and a few knights run after her, follow her, and two of them specifically Orlando and Rinaldo. So she hides into the forest, in the Ardennes forest, and she drinks from the stream of love. So she falls in love with Rinaldo, and she hates Rinaldo. Sorry. She falls in love with Rinaldo, while Rinaldo drinks at the fount of hate, making him conceive a passionate hatred for Angelica. So she asks from a magician to kidnap Rinaldo. The magician's name is Malagigi, and to bring him to the Enchanted Island. And so the story goes. I won't give you the whole of the story, but but Orlando is trying to free her from the where she so the magician brings him to the enchanted island, and while she returns to Cataia, where she is besieged by King Agrican, another of her admirers, in the forest of Albraca, and but Orlando comes to kill Agrican and to free her, and he succeeds. So also we have a duel between Orlando and Rinaldo, and that's the beginning or part of the story. And So the story is about, well, I'm not going to give you very much more. I think if you would like, you can always find it and read the whole of the story, because I can't obviously tell you exactly what went on at the moment. It'll be a very long video, three different epic poems to talk about. But the what I wanted to say about these poems, and especially this journal, is that it's the poems are filled with realism and fantasy and tragedy and humor, and there's a lot of fighting, and there are sorcerers and soldiers and fantastic creatures, and the ones that are seen a lot here, will be seen in the journal, is a gigantic sea monster called Orc, and a flying horse called the Hippogriff. And the flying horse especially is amazing. So the story is really takes place in the 1400s, and it is classified as a chivalric romance. So let's have a look at the book outside to start with, and then we'll move into the actual journal. So what I've done here, as you can see, I've created this spine that is ridged, looking very old and grungy, and it looks like it's been through, because it is supposed to be a very, very old book. And this, I've made a frame around this beautiful image here, and this is the front. It's got a bit of gold leafing on the side, and the back. The back is plain, but just full of grunge. So there we are. Let's have a look inside now. Let me just make sure I'm in the right frame, because we don't want to. There we are. That's fine. I'll move it a little bit towards this way, and we can have a look at it now. So okay, so here we are. So this is our front, our end papers. In the front, I put an image from I've used quite a lot in a few books from Prima Marketing, and I've stained it. I've coffee tea stained it, because I think it's really, really very much of the times. So I liked it. And this is the cover of one of the first books of Orlando Innamorato. So I decided to add this with a bit of gold on the side. And here is a frame which is open on the top, so one can add a picture. Oh, this is just an image of a farm, but it just went in. And this is just part of the cover, where the other cover, and I added again a bit of gold, and I added it onto the side there up on the top, and a stamp. So this is the beautiful horse, the hippogriff, which we see a lot on the images. And this is a imaginary, like a fantastical castle, which is reaching up to the clouds, onto the mountains, and he's fighting the enemy here, Orlando. There's a corner pocket here, and there's a little dragonfly that I've added here. Now this this is not really, he's not related to Orlando, but he is related to the times, and I just loved it, and I added quite a few of his works, including the cover and the image on the spine of Giuseppe Galli Bibbiena. And this is a design of a stage set in a palace with palace hall with columns and statues. Oh, it's just beautiful. And it's what I love about it is that you can even write over it, and on the side and in different parts, and it's kind of you can incorporate your writing into the image. There's another image from Medieval Mirage, which I've downloaded through the book, a few of her images, and used them. And so I'm not going to be telling every time, but this is these are there. This is the style, and beautiful, very medieval looking. And some washi here. And this is again by Giuseppe Gali Bibbiena. This one is a sketch which was made 1735, 1745, between that time. It says here 1729 up there. I suspect it is the sketch, the time this was made. I don't know, but that's what I got from the source. And some more of this washi and some music washi. And this is a castle by Dürer, 1895. I thought that would be also appropriate. And this is Angelica being saved here by Orlando while she is trapped on a tree by this dragon. All these fantastical creatures, as I said. Beautiful painting there. And that's by Bokin, actually, sorry, that's by Arnold Bokin. And it was made in 1873. And this is another image here, medieval. And this is again the this is Orlando riding this gorgeous horse, hippogriff. And there are lots of angels around, so he's kind of the horse is a bit like, it kind of gives you the feeling that it's related to the angels, and you'll see that in other pictures as well. There's another image here. And there's Angelica again, and that is Jean-Dominique Ingres, Delivering Angelica. Reger, Delivering Angelica, 1780, 1867. The previous image was Doré, a Doré image. He's done a lot of Orlando, and that's how I actually discovered Orlando, through Doré. This is Jean-Dominique Ingres. This is Michael Stroh, Angelica with Medor. I don't know. That one I'm not sure who he is. 1803. So that's done a little bit later. And this is another Doré image. And here's the again the hippogriff, the magic horse. And if you look at it, it does give you almost the feeling that he's wearing he's got the wings on his back, and he's looking at his enemy. Quite a lot of them down there. Oh, that's beautiful. And there's a corner pocket here. Music paper. And this is a raggedy I made, which is unfolding, and a bit of beautiful golden lace there. And let's see, there's a stamp from Napoli, and so I thought I'd add that. And here is another stamp, Italian. Oh, and this is beautiful. This is printed on very, very fine paper, and it is by Francesco Gali Bibbiena, 1739. It was made between 1715 and 1720, and it's the Teatro Filarmonico in Verona, with a lot of detail, columns and everything. Corner pocket here, and there is again the hippogriff horse and Orlando flying. which is another Doré image. There is a piece of a manuscript. I thought of the times. I thought I'd add into the, you know, into the journal. Corner pocket and the key. And there's some beautiful washi. The paper here. And there's another Doré image here with its Orlando and Orlando and Angelica. There's another one, Doré. So I've added quite a few images of the story in the book. In, you know, not in sequence obviously, but just different images that you would, you know, would be part of the whole story. And there's Orlando dressed in his knight armor and his horse, which is not the hippogriff, by the way. And there's a pocket here. This is another part, another piece of medieval Mirage images. And there's a music page. It's by Joseph Haydn, 1790s. Joseph Haydn, 1790s. This is a beautiful image as well. And this is a Doré. I think Doré has done a wonderful job on this. A bit dark. I'm sure the original pieces are not as dark, but amazing. It just his work is beautiful for this type of the story. Here's another little image there. A bit of lace sewn on. Fine, lovely lace here. And this is Orlando Furioso, the cover, so I've added that in the end. And this is the bookplate. And here we are, this is the book. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the story. I'm not very good at relating stories, but I'm not very good at telling stories, I'm afraid. So this is the journal, and I hope you enjoyed the story. I'm not the best person to tell stories, but I try my best. I think you got the idea anyway of the epic poem, and whoever's interested, you can find details on the internet. You can find a lot more details on the story on the internet, so enjoy it. It's a lovely story, and the beauty, the most beautiful part is all the mythical creatures that are incorporated in this epic poem, and how well they blend in. Oh, another thing is how the action is actually not, it's not just yes, oh, the action is not it's not centered around one event or one action. It's got so many different aspects, and that's what makes it a little bit more varied and fun. Also, there is a trip to the moon. I didn't mention that in the beginning, but there's a trip to the moon as well. So this journal will be up on Etsy on this Friday evening, and well, goodbye. Well, thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely rest of your week, and we'll be speaking soon. I'll remind you, Friday is our crafting video, and we'll speak soon again. Take care. Bye bye.